days, the sun's enormous power has ravaged the Earth's atmosphere. The unrelenting heat has scorched the Earth's surface, causing cataclysmic storms and calamities such as the world has never seen. Violence, chaos, torment. Now the sun, the mother of all life, begins the final event by threatening to cast a colossal megaflare that will destroy all of the Earth's creatures. The cremation of the planet is at hand. In deep space, 500,000 kilometers from Earth, on an asteroid called New Trinity, man has created an antimatter bomb. It will be the greatest explosive force in the history of mankind.
Looking good, Freddy. How you feeling?
Terrible. The suspension coils need to be reduced to 2.3%.
Reduced coils 2.3. How's that, Freddy?
Yes, better. And thank you, Captain.
Thank you for what?
For always listening to me and taking me seriously. Sometimes I feel that everyone has grown tired of my constant complaints.
Hell, they only listen to me because I outrank them.
I do thank you for having me programmed to analyze. I recognize my explosive potential, and I am pleased that you are commanding our mission, and for your attention. Goodbye, Captain. We will rendezvous in 38 hours, 13 minutes, 52 seconds. Please mark.
Easy does it.
Have a safe flight, Freddy. Take good care of yourself. You got that?
That's what I do best.
Chicago, handoff complete. As soon as you get them locked in cargo bay, you're cleared for departure. Roger, Trinity.
Treat him gentle, fellas.
United Command starship USS Helios has arrived. It will shortly begin its journey to the sun.
Moving into position.
All right, I'm giving it to you straight. I don't give a Martian's ass about anything except the performance of my ship. Now, we're traveling 148,800,000 kilometers on a goddamn modified space buggy that's still untested.
Sir, I have been assigned to this ship ever since the command ordered her into emergency service. Now, I can assure you the Helios will perform as programmed.
Oh, that's terrific. The project officer gives me her complete assurance.
Captain Borg, I'm a biogene. I know the Helios like I know my own heartbeat. We're all specialists. If we couldn't complete this mission, I assure you, sir, we wouldn't even be here.
At the odds we're facing, this ship must give us 100% if we're to have a chance to succeed. Just a chance to give old Mother Earth another 10,000 years. All right, Alex, get on with it.
Yes, sir. Lieutenant Meeks.
This is Bobby.
What?
Well, darling, my friends, they call me Bobby.
For Christ's sake,
He's
Meeks?
just stroking.
Sir, engines are fired up and ready to go.
Sir, if I may. Accelerometers indicate momentum converters are operating at peak dynamic saturation.
McBride?
Yeah, the Big Bang left New Trinity aboard the cargo ship Chicago,
Big Bang?
the antimatter bomb. Now, our rendezvous time with the Chicago's now at 33 hours, 9 minutes. Both navigational systems are locked.
Skipper operations are in standby mode. Mission launch will begin at 0600.
All right. Navigational coordinates are filed and stand approved by command. One way in, one way out.
Mr. Borg.
Yes, Dr. Manami.
Sir, as you well know, I helped design a Ra probe, and I know its limitations. After the explosive is installed in the Ra, and the Helios is in position to launch it, the Ra will need a pilot to guide it to the target area, and I am the most qualified.
Look, Manami, I don't have the authority to make that decision. Hell, I'm just watching the store here. What you're asking is going to be up to the commander of the mission.
Yes, sir. I'll speak to Captain Kessel.
The target area is Region 17.
Manami, that's 15 million friggin' degrees.
Repent thy sins! Find your salvation! Armageddon is upon us! Armageddon is upon us! Repent! Repent thy sins! Find your salvation!
Claire, face the reality. I'm not going to share your guilt.
That's a foolish decision. You may be an authority on meteorology, but you're brain dead when it comes to handling a man like Teague.
You're walking on the backs of every suffering human being on this planet.
That's a compliment, isn't it? At least I'm moving forward, aren't I? I'm warning you, Dr. Haas. Don't shake the goddamn tree.
Tell your Mr. Teague the tree is already dead.
Experience the magic wonder of our endless
In Skytown, the Helios approaches countdown and will be...
The chaos in the world continues. IXL will have an economic headlock on the food and fuel resources of every nation on Earth.
Henry, you talk as if we had weeks or months. If this Starfire theory occurs, what the hell does it matter?
Teague is gambling that Starfire will never happen. By the time the sun's destructive force recedes and life continues as before, this board of directors will control the most powerful financial base the world's ever seen. While everyone is worried about dying, IXL makes a killing.
Right now, let's go to Rhonda Henson, live in Skytown, where the Helios awaits final countdown to launch.
How can you smoke in this heat?
In only a few minutes, 16 courageous men and women will be journeying to the sun and the prayers of all of us. In the hope that it will...
Sit down, please. I'm not the Emperor. But goddamn, I'm hoping someday to be. Dr. Haas, what are the prognoses? Is that a word? Prognoses?
Please run the disc. A consortium of scientists headed by Dr. Griffin and Dr. Pei have determined that Starfire is certain. A megaflare explosion will vaporize the Earth's atmosphere and destroy all life. I told them they were mistaken. That fact is, they are not mistaken. I discovered that my staff and I have miscalculated. The Starfire theory is correct. It is imperative that we support the Helios expedition. It is possible that this antimatter device, a bomb, could divert the megaflare away from Earth and into space. A large solar flare will take place within 48 hours.
Dr. Haas, are you absolutely convinced that this catastrophe will happen?
There seems to be no question.
Dr. Haas, doesn't it appear the Sunspot group is merging? If you look at the Fraunhofer lines, you'd notice that...
Is that your expert conclusion?
Well, I don't call myself an expert, but I do have
That's right,
eyes.
Dr. Beeson. You are not an expert. Dr. Beeson here doesn't agree with my calculations. She, along with a diminishing minority of scientists. They are wrong, and I am right.
And what if you're wrong?
Dr. Haas?
Well, IXL invests in the future, an optimistic future. And I refuse to believe that a mega flare, or even God himself for that matter, is going to end it. That's not the way I see it. I see it in terms of the status quo.
Yes, sir, I believe the board sees it exactly that way.
Thank you, gentlemen. Dr. Haas, sorry.